Hi, Andrew Camphy here with Better Sheets, getting you better at Google Sheets right here, right now. Hey, Ben has this pretty funky question over on Facebook. We're over here on facebook.com/groups/I love Google Sheets. If you are watching this video on YouTube, then come join us. We love Google Sheets. You probably love Google Sheets too. Ben asked this crazy question. He's trying to convert a CSV file into an SRT file, and he has these essentially groups of text in which he needs to enter a new number and iterate through that number every time that there's a blank cell. He has to do this for 4,000 lines. This is going to be a bother if you have to do this manually. He came up with a pretty, I think, unique solution. We know if it's a blank cell by the ISBLANK formula. The only thing we don't know for all of these is what is the last number that was used. Because if we knew that, we could just add 1 to that number. Here's how I solve this problem. First, have a bunch of cells with non-blanks, and then I put some blanks in, and then I added 1, 2, 3. Manually, we can add the first one, at least, maybe the second one, third one, but like after that, we just don't want to do it. We want to make it automatic. Here's the solution I did is, if ISBLANK of B16, then max array formula A5 to A15 and add 1. What did I do here? I'll explain and then I'll break it down. I took an array formula of the 10 cells above it. Then I took all of those numbers and found the max. I found the maximum number, and then I added 1. And now as we go down, we can see this formula will change, right? B16 becomes B17. I did get the correct number, but I got all these falses, and I had to do one extra thing. In the if, I had to add an extra comma so that there is some value for false, which in this case will be nothing. And so I did that change, and now we have blanks, or everything other than a blank row. So if there's a blank row, it'll get the maximum number of the cells just above it, and then add 1. If you're Ben and you're watching this video, there's your solution. A possible solution. If you're watching this video and this makes no sense whatsoever, I'm going to try building this piece by piece. Okay, first thing we know is this formula is blank. Let's start there. And we can do B1 there. This is going to give us a true-false statement. In this case, it is false. Let's just copy-paste this down row by row and see what happens when we get a blank. We get true. Okay, this is just a basic true-false. It's going to give us a true or a false anywhere we go. We can add an if, and we do the same thing. Is blank B1. Let's do the same one. Now we have 2 more things we have to deal with. We can put 2 commas in here and parentheses, and that's the whole thing. If it's true, meaning if it is blank, it's going to be this first value, and we're going to say, hey, it's true. We're just going to put some text here. If it's false, we're going to say, hey, it's false. This doesn't seem much different from what we just did, right? From this is blank. It's still giving us one or the other. The only difference is that we can edit this. We can say what to do when it's true, what to do when it's false. And in this case, for the solution, I want nothing to happen. So we literally just delete this text, hey, false. We'll move it over here. Each step will go to a new column. We're going to just delete this false part, and let's see what happens then. We get nothing, which is correct. We want nothing. And now wherever we have a blank all the way down, it's going to give us, hey, it's true. Now, when it's true, we don't want text. We want a number. Well, here we have 1, so let's give ourselves a 1 to start off with. Let's do equals array formula, A1 colon A6. Why I'm choosing that is I'm in the 7th row, and this is getting the cells above it. They put it in 1 here. That's not useful, right? But we got the 1. Well, how do we get from this array formula, how do we get just 1 number, and we want the biggest number? What we want is max. We want max value of all of these. And we have an array because we've used array formula. 1 is not the correct answer. What we need is 2. Go to the end of this, add +1, and there's 2. Now we have taken whatever is up here, found the maximum number, and added 1. Well, how do we put the true, false, and the ISBLANK and this together? We're going to grab the formula. We want everything but the equal sign. We're going to copy that with Command-C. Now, instead of hey, true, we don't want text there. We want this formula that we just made. Max array formula 1 through 6 plus 1. Let's see what happens. We have a 2. The only thing we have to do is copy paste this to the next row. And if nothing happens, we are happy. Here's the big test. We want this to be number 3. If we have done it correctly, We have a number 3. Awesome. We have the correct answer all the way down, and we continue to have the correct answer. We have created this formula. We can copy paste the entire column down. If you like this, join us over on the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/I love Google Sheets. Don't make any sheets, make better sheets.